But what it will do is it will change the course of your life moving forward. So it'll empower you to decide what you experience moving forward. And then the next question is also anonymous. And this person says, what would you say to someone if they are resistant to changing memories because they feel it's dismissing what actually happened to them? It makes them feel that gets away with what they did to them by them changing the memory to something positive. How would you suggest she start this process? So thank you so much for the question. And it's such a good question. It's such an important question, and it's a very common question. It's something that, it's a natural thing to, it's a natural concern or natural query about this. That feeling that, but if I change it to the fact that it didn't happen, that's denying what happened, that's letting the person off the hook, that kind of thing. So it's important to do what you can to look at cause and effect rather than right and wrong for this kind of situation. So the truth is that keeping those negative memories doesn't do anything to undo what happened, of course, and it certainly doesn't make the perpetrator pay. So your keeping those memories does absolutely nothing to the person who wronged you. But what it does do is it creates suffering for you. So it's affecting your health, your abundance, your happiness, and other aspects of your life. So although those things happened from someone outside of you to you back then, right now, that person's not in your head. So they can't physically fit inside your head, of course. So right now, it's only happening in your own brain. So right now, those things that happened way back then, the way they're happening now is neurons are firing inside your brain, producing stress chemicals in your system and affecting you inside you. So the people who were the wrongdoers are not affected at all. So changing those memories, also does nothing to the people who were responsible for hurting you. So they don't get off the hook. It doesn't mean they never did what they did. Again, because keeping the negative memories doesn't keep them on the hook. Whether you change the memories in the privacy of your own mind or you don't change them is not going to have any effect on those people at all, one way or another. In fact, no one even needs to know that you're doing this. No one needs to know you're changing memories. It's none of their business, and you are the boss of your own brain. But what it will do is it will change the course of your life moving forward. So it'll empower you to decide what you experience moving forward. So if you think of it as a GPS, so rather than thinking of it as something that happened and now you're going to pretend it didn't happen, that sounds horrible, of course. That sounds like you're denying what actually happened. And so rather than thinking of it that way, think of it as a GPS. You inherited a GPS that was already pre-programmed for whatever you're experiencing in your life now. So those experiences from your childhood programmed your brain's GPS with the coordinates for a horrible place. And changing those coordinates now to match the destination that you want to end up in moving forward instead of the horrible place is not wrong, and it doesn't let anyone off the hook. They don't benefit from it because they're not in your vehicle. It's only you in there. You're not denying you're in that horrible place right now, and you're not denying that they are the ones who put you there. That's a fact, and there's no denying that. But what you are doing is you're taking the opportunity to change those coordinates now for yourself to where you want to go next, so that you are able to then achieve what you want to achieve instead of staying stuck because of them. So then your brain will automatically be keeping you in alignment with those new coordinates instead of the old ones in the horrible place. So this is not about letting them off the hook or pretending it didn't happen or anything like that. It's nothing to do with them. This is about empowering you, empowering yourself. So having said all that, I would say definitely for this person, doing the due justice technique is going to be crucial. So it's important for the child in that person to, it's important for them that they are able to acknowledge what happened, and that justice is done, so that that child part of them has closure and feels safe to then move forward. So I'll put the link to the description, put the link to the due justice technique in the description of this video. So I would say that's, so the first step is recognizing first consciously. Holding on to the negative memories doesn't do anything one way or another. It doesn't change them, or it doesn't change what happened, and it doesn't hold them accountable. The only way it would is if you were going into court and giving evidence. Of course, then you'd want to do that. But you're never going to not know what happened. So again, this is the difference between the conscious mind and the unconscious part of the brain. So they're going to be changing the memories in the unconscious part of the brain, while they'll still consciously know what happened. So, you're not going to forget it or deny that it happened, but you are going to be able to then take control of what you experience moving forward. So acknowledge or understanding that consciously first, understanding the logic of that, and then the next step is doing the due justice technique first before trying to change memories. Doing the due justice technique and then changing those memories and freeing that child and freeing that part of you. So, and of course, I'll also put the links to changing memories, to the step-by-step changing memories video in the description as well.